This game is not suitable for children or the easily disturbed. It includes depictions of horror elements, human, animal, violence, and death, abusive relationships, disturbing images, loud noises, flashing images, individuals suffering from anxiety, depression, certain fears, phobias may not be safe experience for the fullest of the above. Okay. That's crazy. I'm already terrified. Please take care of yourself. Bro, they gave me an essay to read about all the things. Got an alt F4, no kids can play. That's alright. We got this. We in here. Can I make it full screen though? Dang, bro. There we go. Full screen. Full screen. I don't think they do. I didn't see it, but it's called Do Not Take This Cat Home. So, alright. You're not having a great day, as usual. Yo, what's good? How's it going? How's it going? Oh, great. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. But in the middle of your walk, it starts to rain. I'm good. How are you, Leslie? Typical, but maybe this is just a sign that you should have stayed home today. Yeah. You can always try again tomorrow. Right? You turn to head home when... Thank you. How you doing? Huh? What was that? There are only a few people around on the street. Makes sense due to the increase of missing persons around the area recently. Well, that and the weather. But none of them react to this sound at all. I'm pretty good, thanks for asking. Of course. I hope you're doing well. We're gonna play this game called Do Not Take This Cat Home. Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a dark, dingy alleyway. You timidly enter the hall. Wait, what? You timidly enter the alley and walk forward. I'm just chilling. Sweet. The ground dampened by the rain makes your footsteps sound louder and more confident than you actually feel. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the cold, dim light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, is a cat. Huh. I guess that should have been obvious. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. Stream's going well. Thanks for asking. Well, it's going okay. Some of these games haven't even worked, but you know what? I think it's been a W stream. It puts its front paws up on the edge of the box and looks up at you. So cute. And it definitely knows it. You never had much of an opinion one way or another about cats before, but they're all like this one. It's a shock they haven't already found a way to rule the world. You don't think you'd mind bowing down to a feline overlord. Okay, I turned that a completely different way. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? I'm in the U.S. I'm in Utah. You look around the alley with a small frown. Who leaves cats in cardboard boxes these days anyway? Wouldn't they just jump out and leave the box eventually? The cat doesn't answer you, obviously. It also doesn't do as you suggest and leave the box. It's just looking at you, as if waiting for you to make the next move. So the game is called Don't Take the Cat Home. Guys, what shall we do? You're from U.S. Virginia? Oh, sweet. I've never been to Virginia. I know nothing about Virginia. Are we taking it home or not? Chat, what do we think? What do we think of chat? I'm nervous. I'm not going to lie. I don't know what we're supposed to do. I guess I got to take it home, right? Do you play any other game? Yeah, I play a whole bunch of games. We're just playing scary games tonight, a bunch of random indie games. Take It Home looks like Loki. It does look like Loki. You know what? You reach into the box and pick the cat up, holding it out in front of you. Why not? You're all alone, and well, I'm kind of in the same boat myself, so. You bring the cat close. You didn't realize it was shivering until just then, but it slowly breathes easier as it presses into your chest. Why not stick together, right? At least for a little while. So cute. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the follow. You think a little while will probably be more like a day. You'll be responsible and take it to a shelter tomorrow, but for now, let's get you out of the rain, okay? Yeah, I play all sorts of games. We played Battlefield a couple of weeks ago, or not a couple weeks ago, a couple days ago, about a week ago. I try to stream once a week. Not daily, unfortunately. You stop by a small local pet store for some cat food, then head back home. You live in a modest apartment. Same. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. Not same. One you living alone in it. So it feels weird having another living being inside it after so long, even if it is just a cat. I also upload on YouTube. I try and do at least once a week over there, and then I upload shorts just about every day. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you watch for a moment as it curiously explores the new environment. Leaving the feline to its own devices, you set about making the both of you some dinner. You take out the can of cat food and open it with the tab on top. You put some cat food on a saucer and click your tongue to call the cat over to you. It perks up at your beckoning and rushes over. It looks at the plate of food. And completely ignores it. Not hungry, I guess. You try not to let it annoy you. The cat doesn't understand the concept of money to appreciate that you spent your hard-earned cash on it. It's just a cat after all. Yeah, I'm absolutely open to suggestions and stuff, so drop whatever you got. I'll just leave it here if you get hungry later, okay? The cat rubs its body against your legs with a purr. You smile. That's enough of a thanks for you. It follows you into the kitchen as you start on your own dinner. You decide that you have enough ingredients for a sandwich. Bread toasted, mayo and mustard spread, turkey and cheese and lettuce perfectly placed. Ow! You wince as you cut your finger on the knife while slicing a tomato. Stupid. You feel a little embarrassed for such a blunder and sigh, tossing the knife onto the cutting board. You're about to head to the bathroom for a bandage when the cat hops up onto the counter. It sniffs at the knife and meows almost pointedly at you. Don't worry, I'm alright. It was just an... You watch as the cat starts to lick lightly but enthusiastically at the blood on the knife. At your blood. I'm going to read your chat real quick. It says, you should get some dope stuff for your stream, make it look more eye-catchy, and grow your stream more, like a good logo, banner, animations, overlay, emotes, etc. I actually do this type of work. Would you like to see some examples? Yeah, if you want to drop some examples, you can. I have someone who's actually making all this stuff for me right now. Someone who's in my my YouTube stream chat, one of my coworkers. So they're gonna make like a proper like YouTube banner and all that good stuff. You're so shocked that by the time you come to your senses, the knife has been completely licked clean. I don't have a public Discord, unfortunately, but I do appreciate the offer. The cat sits back, staring at you. You feel a little uneasy. Sure, cats are meat-eating predators, but that was a little weird, right? Sure, you're no cat expert, but that was definitely not something an ordinary cat would do, right? Well, regardless, you're not about to abandon a cat in need while it's still raining outside. Not after all your efforts. You were going to take it to the shelter tomorrow anyway, What's one night of awkwardness? Weird or not, it's just a cat. And then, yeah, it's got a picture of me on there, of course, too. So the rest of the evening, unfortunately, goes downhill from there. Even after covering up your fingers cut with a bandage, the cat keeps trying to lick at the wound. While you're eating your sandwich, while you're cleaning up the kitchen, while you're trying to watch TV, you gently push it away every time, but you're starting to get worried at the strange behavior. What if it's got a taste for blood and it thinks you're food now? You're not sure what you'll do if it starts to get more aggressive. You keep thinking about the cat food sitting in the corner, untouched. Ugh, come on, enough already. You shove it away a little more forcefully this time out of annoyance. You feel bad immediately, but before you can do anything, the cat meows sharply at you and dashes off around the corner and into the hall. You sigh deeply. Probably should have never brought this John home. At this point, you're just worried that it's going to take a bite out of you in your sleep. Maybe a vet will have an idea of how to calm it down. You can only hope. You don't have many other options left other than tossing the cat out in the rain. After finding the number of a local vet, you pick up your landline and... The lights just went out. Great. Just great. Rain must have knocked out the power. You check your cell phone only to find that it's out of batteries. You must have forgotten to charge it before leaving out earlier. The outing had been so spur of the moment that it had... Wait, what? That it had no doubt messed with your usual routine. You grab a flashlight and turn it on. It's quiet. It's too quiet. Did the rain stop? And yeah, I just saw your chat. I will follow you as soon as I'm through with the stream. But then why did the power go out? You look outside. The sky is pitch black. What time is it? You turn to check the clock. The cat sits on top of your digital clock staring at you. Thinking now, you realize the clock shouldn't be working at all with the power outage, but the numbers are lit up and going completely haywire. The cat stares at you. It's completely still. You'd think it was a statue if you didn't know any better. It's not giving off any indication that it's alive. It's not blinking. It's not even breathing, but its eyes. This isn't normal. You're afraid. You want to run, but you're afraid of letting the cat out of your sight. You consider tossing the cat out after all. But as soon as the thought enters your head, you feel a sharp urge to vomit. Those eyes, its eyes hold you still. Wizard cat, for real. Even with your flashlight trained on it, its pupils are large, round, inky. The flashlight flickers. Bro, we're so cooked. And the cat is gone. Fear immediately grips your mind. The silence, punctured with the rapid pumping of your blood in your heart, is overwritten as your ears slowly start to pick up the sound of static all around you. How is the clock working with no power? You don't know why such a question matters at the moment, but you feel as if having the answer will make sense out of everything that's happening. That order will be restored. But no answer comes to mind. You back away from the clock. Hey, fun fact, most alarm clocks got like the backup batteries. You know what I'm saying? So that if your power goes out, your alarm still goes off in the morning so you don't miss work. I just solved it. And feel as if the air itself coils tightly and abruptly in response. Like a predator prepared to pounce, but waiting. Waiting for your next move. But you're afraid to move. You're afraid to even take a breath. But you can't stay still forever, right? Whatever is watching you, you can already feel its impatience. It's too eager. You don't know how you know this, but you can sense it as clearly as if it had whispered. Oh my goodness. Right into your ear. Right into your soul. It won't let you wait it out. Now that Not that you could, even if it did. Bro, I swear I can read, I promise. You can't stay here. You have to run. With this thought, a sudden primal instinct awakens within you, making you tear yourself into a hasty burst of movement, of action. But you're still weak from the fear's grip on your mind. Your legs tangle together under you in your haste, and you fall to the ground. A sharp pain explodes in the center of your foot. At first, you think you've broken your ankle, but something warm and wet trickles down the length of your foot, pulling underneath it. You hear the sound of metal scraping on tiles after skidding across the floor as if it had been kicked. Winded from your fall, you look up in a daze and see the object glinting in a strange light coming in from outside. The light pouring in from your now open front door. Thoughts of how, when, who, what in regards to your inexplicably opened door screech to a halt as your brain finally identifies the metallic object you've been staring at. It's your kitchen knife. And still tinted red from your earlier blunder? That's not right. Wasn't it completely licked clean by the... You gulp dryly at the pain in your foot. You barely have time to wonder how the knife ended up on your living room floor to be stepped on instead of resting on your cutting board in the kitchen where you'd left it. Oh no! When you spy something in the darkness just beyond the knife, it spies right back at you. A pair of glowing golden eyes come forward as the cat emerges from the shadows into the light from your doorway. It pads lightly over to the knife, as if skipping in delight. It bends down to lap at the blood dripping from the blade. Your senses slowly begin to overwhelm you. The chill of the air as it starts to suffocate you under its weight. The sound of your shaky breaths, discordant against the static now piercing your skull. The dryness on your tongue spreading to your throat. The incomprehensible sight of the stray you'd taken in, licking away at your kitchen knife, once again completely clean. Maybe it's a Skinwalker Psycho Cat, yeah, for real. The scent of blood from the fresh wound on your foot. Blood? Golden eyes slide up to you as if in response to your sudden realization. Blood. You're hurt. Your foot is bleeding. You're bleeding. You're bleeding. The cat barely moves, shoulders twitching, as if just considering the act of pouncing forward. But you're already on your feet and out the door. You run, or rather limp, down the empty street. The sky is black and bleeding red, but there's a strange light emitting from nowhere that casts everything else in white. The houses, the trees, the road, even you. Everything. Except your blood. You can just barely glimpse the bloody imprints your injured foot leaves in your wake with every impact it makes with the ground. It hurts. It hurts. But you can't stop. You don't stop. Not when the shadows grow around you. Not when you feel the gaze of eyes all over you. Not when the road ahead of you is darkened by a long shadow of something behind you. Even then, you don't stop running, because if that's the cat right there ahead of you, then what in the world is behind you? Oh no, we're gonna have to make a decision. Oh my goodness. Oh, what do we do, chat? What do we do? Do we keep running or look behind? This is crazy. Keep running, look behind. Okay, I'm getting conflicting information. I need a third opinion. We looking behind, or are we gonna keep going? What are we doing, chat? What are we doing? I need a third opinion. I need a third opinion. What are we doing, chat? I'm gonna let y'all decide. We running or are we looking behind? I want y'all to decide. All right, keep running. Okay, we're gonna keep running then. I'm keeping running. Huh? Interesting. How very, very interesting. Ending 0. It begins. What? Bro, there's no way that's just the ending. We gotta keep going. I'm not done. Oh my goodness. Ending 0. Yeah, that made no sense. That was kind of crazy. Thank you, Sky. Thank you. Right, of course. It's the first time in a while that you felt like going out. And you're actually glad that you did. The weather is absolutely perfect today. That's a good sign, right? Maybe your luck is finally starting to turn around. You tentatively allow yourself to feel excited for the possibilities of where you could go or what you could do. Or maybe even who you could meet. You're so deep in thought that you almost miss it. Huh? What was that? Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a lonely alleyway. The sunlight only just manages to reach down in between the tall buildings on either side. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward, the loose gravel and scattered debris on the ground softening your steps. Finally, the sound source comes into view in the warm, almost ethereal light of the alley. At the end of the alley is a big cardboard box. Is a cat. In the cardboard box is a cat. Huh. Guess that should have been obvious. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of its black fur. It puts its paws up on the edge of the box and looks up at you. So, you look so familiar, right? Then again, this is a cat. Not many different ways for a standard black cat to look after all. This one sure is a cutie though. Just look. It's not glaring at you or hissing at you for getting this close like other stray cats have been in the past. It's just sitting there patiently, waiting for you to do something. Yeah, like bleed out all over the ground so it can eat me. I am not taking it home. Sadly, as cute as the cat is, you'd never take this thing home with you. For real. The game knows. We should name him. What are we naming him, chat? We gotta give this guy a name. Like John Skinwalker. Wizard? The wizard cat? Alright, I guess his name is Wizard. Pee-wee? Pee-wee? Pee-wee the Skinwalker? Alright, Wizard Pee-wee. That's actually pretty fire. We're gonna call him Wizard Pee-wee. You just can't take it home with you. You're a responsible adult. You are, with rent and bills to pay for, not to mention you need to buy food to survive too. There's no way you could take care of a cat long term, right? You can barely afford... Wait, what? You can barely afford this little outing on your day off. What do you mean this little outing? I walked outside. Does it cost money to walk outside? What to do? Leave the cat, feed the cat, play with the cat, on second thought, or question mark, question mark, question mark. Chat, you know what to do. Vote what you think, chat. I need a hoodie or something. I'm cold. Play with him, leave, or... Alright, I'm gonna go grab a hoodie. Y'all vote, alright? Y'all vote. I'm gonna grab a hoodie real quick. I'm gonna just grab a hoodie real quick. I'm gonna leave this up on the screen, okay? I'm back. I'm back. I guess... How did this guy get in here? Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Bro, the chair's playing the game for real? Sorry, I had to take a whiz while I was out. Bro, Nibbles here? This is my guy, Nibble. Nibbles on the stream? Say hi, Nibble. My little gator, bro, he'll play with me. He'll play the game with me. He'll just be right down here. All right, what do we vote on, chat? I gotta scroll up. Play. All right, everyone's saying play. All right, we're playing with the cat. Oh, you just want a little attention, don't you? Or Nibble wants some attention. The poor thing must be bored sitting in that box all day. Bro, he can leave. He doesn't have to sit in the box all day. Just saying. What do you mean? He's bored sitting in the box all day. There's got to be something you can do to entertain the little critter with. Wait, what? But what? Check pockets, look around the area, buy a toy. No, they already said we broke. We ain't buying no toy. We could look around the area or we could check our pockets. What do we think, chat? I'm gonna let you guess on, or let you vote on every single one. Not guess. What are we feeling? Area? All right, we'll check the area. Is that what we feeling? General consensus? We checking the area? Area? All right. All right, we checking the area. You search around, but there's really nothing in the alley that looks interesting enough for the cat to play with. So maybe, how about a game? You decide on a game you've known since childhood. Red light, green. Bro, how you about to play red light, green light with a cat? I'm confused. A classic. Teaching a cat how to play might be a bit of a challenge, you think? But you get the feeling the feline's natural hunting instincts will help it along. Yeah, nah, this is a skinwalker, bro, you're dead. Yeah, I know it's not any cat, it's Wizard Pee-wee cat, but still. Bro, I'm not buying this. Your cats play fetch because your cats are smart, bro. You couldn't teach a cat to play red light, green light. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. You exaggerate your movements, covering your eyes with your hands, and turn around. 1, 2, 3. Red light. You spin around. The cat hasn't moved out of the box, has he? The cat hasn't left the box, tilting its head at you in curious confusion. What did you freaking think was gonna happen? All right, what are we doing, chat? We trying something else, or are we gonna keep playing? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? I'm gonna let y'all decide. We trying to keep going? We're trying to teach the cat to play red light, green light. We're trying something else. I'm thinking we try again. I'm not gonna lie. Something else? Okay. I'm gonna try it again then. You try again. This time you go a bit slower. 1, 2, 3. Red light. When you turn around this time, the cat is out of the box. The cat freezes under your stare as if it thinks you can't see it if it doesn't move. So cute. Satisfied that the cat is getting the hang of the game, you turn again, speeding back up. 1, 2, 3. Red light. You turn around. The cat is a few steps away from the box now, peeking out from behind a dumpster. Its eyes trained rather intensely on you. Well, At least it's having fun. You turn again. And feel a sudden chill run down your spine. You feel silly, but you can't help counting just a little faster this time. 1, 2, 3, red light. Whirling around after saying red light, you look at the cat. It's halfway down the alley closer to you now, but it's as if the perspective of what you're seeing is off somehow. Doesn't the cat look a little bigger? Well, yeah, it's closer. Duh, it's going to look bigger. Its pupils are thin slits now. Something's not right. The cat meows at you again, but it sounds much deeper than earlier. It's crouched down as if poised to lunge forward. Your breath shudders a little as your heart starts to race. Your foot instinctively shifts back. Oh my gosh! What the heck? You freeze immediately. The cat looks impatient. It wants to keep playing, but you gulp and turn around, swiftly counting and turning again as you gasp out. What? 1, 2, 3, red light. The ground shakes as you whirl back around to find yourself staring at a long surface of black fur. You slowly look up and up and up. I think Wizard Pee-wee is not just a cat, guys. To see a giant, shadowy figure leering down from its position hunched over you. Fangs dripping with saliva. Yeah, it's a skinwalker, but overcooked. Claws crushing into the concrete walls of the alley. Its glowing eyes are unblinking as they look back at you. The cat, waiting for your next turn. But it's so close. If you turn around now, you don't want to play anymore. I think backing up is probably the best option, like you were saying before. What do we think, guys? Twitch chat, YouTube chat, what are we thinking? We backing up or are we running away? I'm low-key nervous to do anything, I'm not gonna lie. I think we're gonna get killed either way. Alright, I'm backing up. Keeping your eyes trained on the giant looming over you, you take a step back. No. That's cheating. Run restore backup.exe or run. What? What do you mean? I'm doing this one. Begin restoration. Wait, what? Okay. What are you doing? Stop. You'll break it. The cat stares as you keep eye contact and back up. You step back and back. And as you take one more step back out of the alley, okay, this game's low-key kind of getting, like, good. I'm actually impressed. Go home. Error. 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 I'm not reading all that, but yeah, you get the point. We get the point. We get the point. The world outside the alley seems to be broken. What exactly did you do? Ending 33? Error found? How many endings are there? Oh my gosh, look at all the endings. Oh my goodness, look at all the endings. Alright. This needs to be a whole video. Oh, I'm definitely making this into a whole video for sure. I think I gotta do one more though. I gotta do one more. I'm locked in. You're walking. Right, of course. It's the first time in a while that you've felt like going out. And you're actually glad that you did. The weather is absolutely perfect today. That's a good sign, right? Maybe your luck is finally starting to turn around. You tentatively allow yourself to feel excited for the possibilities of where you could go or what you could do, or even who you could meet. You're so deep in thought that you almost miss it. Huh? What was that? Curiosity guiding your steps. You should follow the sound. Wait, what? I can read. You follow the sound to the entrance of a lonely alleyway. The sunlight only just manages to reach down in between the tall buildings on either side. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward, the loose gravel and scattered debris on the ground softening your steps. Finally, the sound's source comes into view in the warm, almost ethereal light of the alley. My bad. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box, is a cat. All right, real quick, I'm actually going to peep what you sent me, Sky. This is actually heat. Let me see. Okay, so we played with the cat last time. We could leave the cat. We could feed it on second thought or this one. What do we think, guys? Or shall I just pick this time? What are we feeling? All right, I'm going to pick this one then. You are not ready. Oh, it won't even let me do this? Nope, it won't let me pick this one. Okay. I guess you guys gotta help me pick then, because I picked the wrong thing. I can't even pick the right thing. On second thought, we're not taking it home. Play with the cat, what he did. Feed or leave. I wonder what would happen if we just try and leave. You don't think it's a good idea to get the cat's hopes up of having someone look after it if you're not willing to commit? What if it gets attached and somehow tracks you back? Wait, attracts you down back to your home. Wait, what? That literally skipped. It goes so fast. You'd never get away from it. Something. I couldn't see that. You stand up, the cat watching your every move. You make it halfway out of the alley when the cat meows almost pitifully at you. Ignore. Nope. You need to nip this in the bud and get on with your day. It's what's best for the both of you. Agreed. We're cooked. We're so gonna die. You leave the alley and continue on your way. Wait, what was I doing? In all the excitement of dealing with your furry dilemma, you'd forgotten that you still hadn't decided on what you were going to do for your day off. Go watch a... Wait, we fully just get to pick? I could go to a dog park? Or maybe dogs are like actually good or something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like the dogs aren't cursed. What do we think? What are we thinking? The dog park? Alright, we gotta go to the dog park. You decide to take a stroll in a park or something. The only one within walking distance is the nearby dog park. You think it'll make you feel better. First, you get to see a cute cat today. Now you'll get to see a cute dog. Several, of them, in fact. Bro, this is a heater. The park is bustling with owners and their canine companions, playing frisbee, fetch, running, jumping, even napping. Such cuties, whatever. Bro, what do you mean, whatever? Like you'd want anything to do with these mangy mutts. What's wrong? You didn't think that. You decide to move on. The dogs are all so adorable. You want to pet every single one you come across. But you know not all owners are cool with strangers just walking up and manhandling their pets. Not all dogs appreciate it either. So you stroll around the path trying to exude a welcoming aura that will beckon one of these cute doggies to you. You don't have to wait very long. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. This looks like my friend's dog. Winnie. You stop as the smallest, cutest puppy you've ever seen scampers up to you, blocking your path. What? What? Guys, this is not what I want to do. I'm gonna leave. Because pick up, it's not mine. Eat, obviously I ain't doing that. Bro, what are we doing here, guys? I'm leaving. Yes, leave. Wait, what? Yes, leave. The dogs are stupid. They all deserved it. Now what? I can go back to the dog park. Wait. I'm cooking. Oh, it's probably just the same. It's just the same thing. I shouldn't have done that, bro. My bad. I thought it was going to be different this time. I'm not going to lie. That's crazy. That's actually so crazy. I'm not going to do any... Maybe pick it up? The cat is in your head. The cat is in your head. What do we think we should actually do here now that I'm back here? Unintentionally. Do we think we should pick it up or leave? Because I ain't doing any of these three. What are we thinking, guys? Leave? Alright, we're leaving then. I'm out of here. Now what? Alright, watching a movie or carnival? Bro, I'm a movie guy. We'll watch a movie. It's been a while since a film came out that looked interesting enough for you to drag yourself to a movie theater. But there's a showing of one such film at the old theater. The movie was a little too niche to be picked up by the new cinema that opened right across the street. That's okay though. You're not exactly a fan of crowds. Steal it? Nah, I ain't stealing the dog. We're already past that. And nothing ruins the experience of watching a new movie for you more than a noisy audience. Go to the old theater, go to the new cinema on second thought. We're going to the old one, I guess, because they just hyped it up so much. You eagerly buy your ticket from the kind old man in the booth and head inside. It's barren of any trace of other people, and the decor looks like it hasn't changed since the 80s, maybe even the 70s. But it's what you were counting on. You consider buying some popcorn. But you can't help but be concerned that everything at the concession stand might be expired. You move on and walk through the halls, finally locating the theater designated on your ticket stub. As expected, the theater your movie will be playing is completely empty. Perfect. You pick a spot right in the middle, even counting the seats and taking into consideration the gap of the staircase. As you settle in, the dim lights fade away, leaving the room pitch black for a few seconds. Before the screen flickers on, no commercials or trailers pop up. The movie just begins. Pleased, you shrug and let yourself get immersed into the opening scene. But just as you're getting into the premise, the doors open behind you momentarily, casting light into the room and ruining the atmosphere. You hold in a frustrated sigh. It's a public establishment after all. The place can't exactly afford to stay open if you're the only customer. You try to refocus on the movie, but you sense the new presence slowly shifting around the theater before heading in your general direction. What? It's the Cabra. Oh my goodness. That was diabolical. When it got really slim for a second, when it got really slim like that, that looked like like an alternate or something. You gape in utter disbelief as the stranger shuffles down the aisle, only to sit right in front of you. There's no one else here and plenty of places to sit. The stranger is also unusually tall. Bro, we're playing Slender Man after all. Oh my gosh, it could be the Hat Man. I just cracked my knee on this desk. That hurt so bad. Even with the stadium-like arrangement of the seats being on a somewhat steep incline, they're completely blocking your view. Yeah, bro is actually the Hat Man for real. Move to another spot, confront, or leave. What would I do in this situation in real life? First of all, I probably wouldn't be in the theater by myself because, I mean, I have friends, but I think I'm going to just move to another spot. I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, we're on the same brainwave. Yeah, we're all on the same brainwave. You guys are with me. You don't want to risk escalating the situation further. This whole thing is already making you uneasy. Why would they choose to sit right in front of you? Surely they know you wouldn't be able to see past them. Shaking your head with a passive-aggressive scoff in the stranger's direction, you reluctantly pick another, less perfect seat in the theater. But as you settle down, you see the strange person get up, only to once again sit down in the seat directly in front of you. You look around somewhat helplessly, as if waiting for someone to silently agree with you about how odd all this is, or at least inform you that it's all an elaborate prank. Now we fight. But there's no one else in here with you. That's how you've always liked it, but you can't help but think that maybe it would be nice to have someone else in here if it meant not being alone with this weird jerk. I'm going to confront him, bro. I'm confronting him. Now I'd leave. Now I'm confronting him. You hate confrontation. You can already feel your palms starting to sweat at the idea of it. Your throat's closing up and your body's starting to shake. You've always been more of a flighter than a fighter. But you paid for this ticket. You wanted to watch this movie for ages, and now this total stranger has ruined the entire experience for you. You're all alone in this theater. There's no one who'll help you if something goes wrong, but you're angry enough that you ignore the signs of your body begging you to put as much distance as you can between yourself and this stranger. You stand up, even standing and higher up on the incline, the stranger is still at least a head taller than you. I might have picked the wrong thing. The movie continues to play in the background, but you feel as if a hush immediately falls heavily over the theater at your movement, as if you can sense the stranger anticipating what you plan to do next. You square your shoulders and force a little bass in your voice. Hey! The effort makes your words come out more harshly than you intended, like a sudden and vicious bark, but you figure they deserve it anyway. You're being a real jerk, you know that? Just what are you playing at, huh? Are you trying to piss me off? The silence that follows your words is deafening. So much so that you glance at the screen only to find that the movie has paused. Bro, what are you, like the CEO of Cinemark? Bro, just hit play and get out of my way. Your attention is ripped back to the stranger in front of you as they shift slightly, like a small animal trying desperately to anticipate the moves of a predator. You don't move an inch. You don't look away. You don't dare to blink. Instead, your eyes widen as the person's head turns. Ain't no way, bro. Then turns some more. Then turns more beyond what should be possible, neck bones cracking, to face you directly. You can't move. Wide glowing eyes resting above a wider grinning mouth gaze down at you. The stranger opens their mouth and what comes out is something impossible to comprehend. Bro, this is what I'd be sounding like if I go into a cave or something. If I'm in an echoey room, this is what I'm making, this exact same noise. The voice is endlessly deep and creaks like a weighty door. Is that a real word? Foreboding and oddly melodic, alluring. But it also snaps you out of your terrified trance, and before you know it, you're already out of the door. Yeah, the eyes are a little crazy. You run through the halls of the empty theater, heading for the exit. You feel something watching you from behind, but you're too afraid to look. The exit is now in sight. You sprint forward and burst through the doors. Get a little good neck crack going. You look around frantically and spot the crowded cinema across the street. People, that's what you need. Safety in numbers and all that. I gotta get a little sip of my water. Without thinking, you rush into the street when a sinking sensation crawls down your spine, compelling you to look behind you. Go to the new cinema, or look behind you, and there's a thing that literally says don't. What do we think, chat? Don't look behind you, don't look behind you, don't look behind you, don't look behind you. Maybe I should then if it's telling me not to. What are we thinking? What are we thinking, chat? I'm looking behind me, bro. No one said anything. I gotta look behind me. Despite your resistance, you feel your head turning to look back of its own accord. While in the middle of the street... Oh my goodness, Eddie has the cat too! You catch a glimpse of a grotesque-looking person standing behind the glass doors of the old theater, watching you intensely, cradling something in their arms, something familiar. But... My goodness, bro. Oh my gosh, I got hit by a truck and died. What? A glimpse is all you get as a truck speeds toward and crashes into your body. My eyes are watering. This game is actually really good. You're killed on impact, your body splattered across the road and crushed further under the heavy tires. Ending 16. Poor screening arrangements. This game is so good, bro. This actually might be my favorite indie horror game I've ever played. There's so many endings. It goes so far. We got this creepy top hat guy going on now. Oh my goodness. I gotta do one more. I'm doing one more. I was going to go to bed low-key, but I got to do more. I can't stop. I can't be stopped. All right. So we could feed it. We never did that, so we'll do that. Cat must be hungry, right? You can't imagine that it's had much to eat if it's so attached to the box that it's in. Though, bro, my chair is so squeaky. What is happening? Though it doesn't exactly seem malnourished either. Surely it must have left a... Sorry guys, it must have left the box to search for food then. For some reason, something in the back of your mind tells you that that's not the case, and not to think on it any further. Well, either way, you can't exactly enjoy your day out knowing you left behind a hungry cat, especially when you could have done something to help. So, what do you do about the hungry kitty? Check pockets, look around. I'm not ready for this? Not yet. Okay. We've never checked our pockets, so I'll do that. You dig into your pockets. Oh, we could have played with the cat with the string. You find a small piece of string in your left pocket. Not very helpful. The string is far too short. An eager and excited cat leaping for it could easily lead to you getting bitten and scratched. Oh, never mind. In your right pocket is a bar of chocolate. You find a chocolate bar? Is it? Nope. It's not even expired. Quite the find indeed. You're about to offer it to the cat when suddenly you're hit with guilt as you remember something gut-curdling. Chocolate is toxic to cats. Oh my gosh, you resist the urge to vomit. Wait, what? My bad. You resist the urge to vomit at your near mistake. You feel so guilty you throw the chocolate bar away into a nearby trash bin. The cat's gonna just eat it, bro. I mean, I guess I don't care. He's like a skinwalker anyways. The almost cat killer doesn't deserve chocolate. You go back to the cat, barely able to stand its innocently obvious... Wait, what? Bro, Oblivious expression. Y'all are going to think I'm illiterate or something. It doesn't even know that you almost... I'm so sorry. I don't even know what to say. I have to take you home now, right? You're a horrible person. You know what? Stay there. I'll be right back. You leave the alley and return with a whole fish you bought at a nearby grocery shop, and he ain't even going to eat it. It was a bit pricey. Bro, what? It was a bit pricey, but it was the least you could do. Why does it keep doing that? What the heck? Oh, I hit the scroll wheel by mistake. The cat eagerly accepts your offering, munching happily at the fish after you'd placed it in the box. Oh, wow. I'm surprised it ate it, bro. That's so cute. You want to smile at the sight, but you just feel so awful. Sorry again. Bro, you made an honest mistake and you didn't even feed it to the cat, bro. What do you mean you're so sorry? You just went and bought a whole fish for a cat that you found in an alley. I think you're among the better people in society. I think you're fine. The cat seemingly pays you no mind as you slip back out of the alley. Not feeling like you deserve a peaceful day out, you decide to just head back home. Oh yeah, because this game has like depression and stuff. That's crazy. Okay, so that was actually creepy. I'm not going to lie. That was in my left ear. My left eardrum. On the way home, you notice more cats than usual watching you from their hiding spots, but you try not to think about it. You can't help but wonder if they know what you'd nearly done. Yeah, what the freak is real? Oh my goodness. It's not like you meant to hurt anyone. You didn't do it, bro. Why is it stuck on this? Right? What? Oh my goodness. You finally reach your apartment building. You're about to unlock the door when... Oh, we're cooked. It's an angry sound I heard when the cats make that sound. So should I just stay on this screen forever then? Oh, it stopped. Okay, my bad. Bro, what? You look behind you only to see dozens of cats standing there looking at you. Did they see you feeding the cat in the alley and thought that you had more food for all of them? I'm sorry, I don't have any more food for you. None of them move an inch. You're starting to feel a little unnerved when finally a single cat pushes its way to the front and... Bruh, I told you. I said that, didn't I? I said the cat was going to get it out of the trash. Did I not say that, chat? Oh, it's held carefully between its teeth is the chocolate bar you'd thrown it away earlier. It places the chocolate bar down in front of you before looking back up at you. All the cats look up at you. You can feel their judgment. You feel your sins weighing down heavily on your back, but without the money to buy enough food for all of them, you don't know what to do. Beg for forgiveness or go inside. I gotta have your help on this one, guys. Nibble, what do we think? What do we think, Nibble? He's not saying nothing. Nibble ain't saying nothing. All right, I guess we're begging. You collapse to your knees and bow down as you start to earnestly beg for their forgiveness. I'm so sorry, I swear. I'd do anything to make it up to all of you, but you're out of options. Suddenly, you're starting to choke. You feel something stir in your stomach and swim its way up to your throat, closing off your airway as it tries to force its way out of your esophagus. It finally succeeds with aid from your helpless gagging. What the? Lying on the ground in front of you is a big old fish. Is a flopping fish. It's alive? You just threw up a living fish. What the heck? The cats come rushing forward, all staring hungrily at the fish. You're happy to finally be of help, truly, but how? You throw up another fish. And another. You know, low-key, I'm kind of glad they didn't make a sound effect for this one. And another. And your stomach hurts. Your stomach hurts. You're getting dizzy. You fall to your knees. Tears and snot are streaming down your face by the time you cough up a final, tiny, bloody fish and collapse forward. Your throat and stomach both burn in a way that feels dangerous. You start to fade out. Despite the pain, you strangely feel a more overwhelming sense of hopeful pride that you've made up for your disgusting actions. What are we even doing, guys? That you've been forgiven. By what? You're throwing up live fish and somehow this is okay? The sound of happy cats munching away at their fish fills your ears. Then, you feel something being nudged into your hand. It feels like it's the bar of chocolate you'd found in your pocket. You smile weakly. You've successfully atoned, but you don't really have the strength to eat your reward. Sadly, the last taste in your mouth as you leave this mortal coil doesn't get to be that of chocolate, but raw fish. Ending 24. Fishing for pardon. That's actually crazy. I'm doing one more, and I know what I'm going to do. Go to the dog park. Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt the dog. Don't you worry, I'm not going to hurt the dog. I want to see what happens if you pick it up. Oh, she's so cute. Pick him up. You just barely manage to rein in the reflex to throw the puppy as far away from you as possible. With shaking hands, you quickly place the puppy on the grass and take several jerky steps back. The owner seems confused by your reaction to their puppy, but you just wave at them in a daze before hastily stumbling away. Okay. You're not feeling great about being at the park at the moment. Maybe you should leave? I'm gonna stay. You stay at the park. You try to calm down by watching all the dogs from afar as you walk along the path. But every so often, one will run up to you. And when they do, they look wrong. Their owners don't seem to notice. You find a bench and sit down for a quick break, closing your eyes. Maybe this wasn't the best idea after all. Maybe... Oh my goodness. This guy again. You should have stayed with me instead. But I need a voice changer for this guy. You're broken out of your thoughts when something lands gently on your lap. You look down and see a frisbee on your thighs. Hey, sorry about that. Can you throw that back? You look up to see an owner waving at you in the distance, but more importantly, bark, 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 bark. Holy, it's a German Shepherd. He's so cute. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. A series of excited barks jerks your gaze forward, and you see a large dog sprinting towards you. Bro, this is Smile Dog or something. Oh my gosh, it actually is. There's no way. A series of excited barks jerks your gaze forward, and you see a large dog sprinting towards you. Hey, hurry and throw it back. Throw. You throw the frisbee and the dog runs in the opposite direction, jumping and catching it right out of the air. Impressive. The dog and the owner walk up to you. Oh, we're so cooked. Thanks for that. You can pet him if you want. The dog looks up at you, eager for its reward of pets and pats for catching the frisbee. Should I? Chat, what are we doing? We're petting the dog. What do you mean? Of course I'm petting the dog, bro. What do you mean? Really? Are you sure? I'm warning you. Do not touch that mutt or you will regret it. I'm petting him, bro. I like this guy. I'm going to regret that, aren't I? I got my fidget spinner. You reach out your hand. And you pet the dog. The dog seems pleased. You don't feel well. Suddenly, the sky begins to darken rapidly. You look up along with all the pet owners to see that the sun has been eclipsed by the moon in the blink of an eye. You vaguely remember that you should never look directly at an eclipse, but for some reason, you don't look away. But that was a dinosaur! A loud, piercing yowl fills the air, shaking the ground beneath you. You instinctively move to lift your hands in order to shield your ears, but the hand that had been cautiously pressed upon the dog's head comes away with some resistance. Resistance like sticky slime almost cementing your hand to the dog's head. The slime stretches with your movement. The dog's head stretches with it too as the canine begins to just melt. It melts and melts. What? Until it becomes a pile of goo at your feet. You dazedly look around for the dog's owner, only to find an empty pile of familiar clothes where they once stood. You see familiar piles of clothes next to piles of goo scattered all across the park's open field. All the dogs, all their owners. The melted goo of the dog in front of you then starts to move with a shudder. We are so cooked. We are so cooked, chat. It slithers across the grass toward the field in the center of the park, all the other piles of goo following after it. They mix and meld together into a single entity that shifts and undulates and bulges and grows. You watch in a dazed horror as it then fills out and shapes itself into a big cat. Into a behemoth of a dog. Snarling and frothing at the mouth, red eyes frantic and searching, before the glowing orbs land directly on you. The rumbling growl it emits is so low and deep you can feel the sound of it crash into you. I guess I have to leave the park. That's it. It's the only thing it's going to let me do. Oh my goodness, this guy is not back again. Chat, get this guy out of here. No. You had your chance. Better start running. You try to run, but you're not fast enough. The behemoth barely takes a few leaps before it's already towering over you. Cooked. Cooked. It tears you apart until there's nothing left. Ending 21. Dog person. I did not know what to expect from this game, but this is easily my favorite indie horror game I have ever played in my entire life. I gotta put the credits up on the screen right quick. Thank you guys for tuning into the stream. I hope you guys had a good time. We'll definitely play that cat game again. Honestly, probably tomorrow. I'm probably streaming it again tomorrow because I had so much fun with it. I want to get all the endings, so I'm probably gonna do that. Get all the endings, and yeah, I think that'll be super cool. So, thanks again for tuning in. Hope y'all guys have a good night. Stay safe out there.